Hello everyone, welcome back to our discussion of the poem Night of the Scorpion written by Nizam Ezekiel. In today's video, we will have a detailed discussion of the various approaches of understanding the poem and also the various poetic devices used by the poet in the poem. I am Priyanka Borwa, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Don Bosco College, Golaghat, Assam. In the first slide, we will discuss about the superstitious approach. Superstitious beliefs are very much prevalent in Indian society, and Nizam Ezekiel, through this particular poem, tries to show the superstitious beliefs of the peasants of the village. The peasant neighbors coming to the house of the poet on hearing the news is suggestive of the close bonding between the families in a typical Indian village. The advices and cures suggested by the villagers reflect their beliefs that are basically superstitious. The scorpion is regarded as a symbol of evil and is described using words such as diabolic tail, evil one, which is suggestive of their superstitious beliefs. The Hindu belief in reincarnation is highlighted in the poem. The phrases previous birth and next birth is suggestive of the beliefs of the peasants who believe in the concept of reincarnation. The villagers believe that the poison of the scorpion and the pain of the mother will purify her soul from all the desires and decrease her sufferings and misfortunes. The second level of understanding the poem is the rationalist approach. The father in the poem epitomizes the rationalist approach. The poet describes him as skeptic and rationalist. The father tries every remedy, scientific as well as superstitious, to mitigate the pain of his wife. However, there is an underlying irony in the portrayal of the character of the father. Even though he was skeptic and rational and tried every rationalist way to cure his wife, yet he also participated in the cursings and blessings of the peasants, which is quite contradictory and ironical to his portrayal. The third approach is the religious approach. The holy man represents the religious approach who tries to tame the effect of the poison, which is religious rites and incantation. The poem also talks about motherhood. The poem ends with mother finally relieved from the pain and is thankful that the scorpion stung her and spared her children. Through the portrayal of the mother, the poet highlights the selfless love and the sacrifices of a mother who is ready to suffer for the sake of her children. This talks about the feelings of motherhood and the selfless love of the mother. Now let us talk about the various poetic devices which the poet uses in this poem. The first poetic device that the poet uses is that of a simile, where the poet compares the coming of the peasants to that of swarms of flies. The metaphor that is mentioned in the poem is the scorpion in the poem has been metaphorically referred to as evil one, where the poet instills the devilish qualities in it. The irony lies in the depiction of the father and the mother in the poem. The father, although he was skeptic and rational, yet he also participated in the religious rites and the cursings and blessings along with the peasants. And the mother, who suffered for 20 long hours, was finally relieved. And after getting relieved, the only thing that she did was to thank God that the scorpion had stung her and spared her children. So there is an irony in the portrayal of both the father as well as the mother. Personification. The scorpion in the poem has been personified, which is reflected in the lines parting with his poison, and may he sit still. The line, flame feeding on my mother, personifies the flame which was burning on the toe of the mother and which appeared to be feeding on the mother. Onomatopoeia, the sound of the peasants uttering the name of God, is likened to the buzzing sound of the bees. So in conclusion, we can say that Nizam through the poem Night of the Scorpion, presents a pen picture of the Indian society and its culture. He presents before the readers the different perspective of the Indian masses, the closely knitted village communities, and above all, the typical Indian motherhood. So I hope that the two videos on the poem Night of the Scorpion would be helpful for all in understanding the content of the poem, the style of the poem, the themes of the poem, as well as the various poetic devices utilized by Ezekiel in the poem. Thank you.